contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 180 pounds, Hideo Itami.
We are 2 weeks removed from NXT TakeOver Rival, and Corey, we kicked off the evening with Hideo Itami versus Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze felt that Hideo Itami had wasted his opportunity in the #1 Contenders Tournament. What a match!
Tyler Breeze has been a thorn in Hideo's side for long enough, and Hideo made a statement with an impressive victory.
Did he prove himself that night at Rival? Because at first he was kind of off to a little shaky grounds. In my opinion, yes, he is a proven commodity here now at NXT.
And it was also at NXT TakeOver Rival, the first ever no disqualification match between Baron Corbin and Bull Dempsey. Alex, this was a knockdown, drag-out fight.
It's just what I like to see on the live event special here at NXT. A no DQ match. And a little fun fact for you, Tom, that Bull Dempsey was actually the first NXT superstar to grab a chair and bring it into the ring. That's why I like this guy so much.
Yeah, Baron Corbin showing out at NXT TakeOver Rival, and now Hideo Itami, Corey, has a very angry Bull Dempsey on his hands.
Absolutely right. Bull Dempsey's never in a good mood. He's extra angry after coming up short at TakeOver. This is going to be a huge task for Hideo Itami.
Hideo Itami with a great showing at TakeOver Rival. Wow, what a big elbow from Bull Dempsey.
That's coming down on top of you. A 300-pound wrecking ball in Bull Dempsey.
Look at this nasty side of Dempsey. The cross face, just nastiness.
You gotta love the detail, Corey, of his work. I mean, really inflicting pain, picking out pressure points and dissecting them.
Into the corner, Itami trying to battle out against the near 300-pound Dempsey, and again, absolutely flattened. Into the cover here by Bull Dempsey and a kick out.
If there's any chance of Hideo Itami pulling out a victory tonight, he's gonna have to outquick Bull Dempsey, which is no easy task. For a man that size, he moves like a cat.
Yeah, you forget, Bull Dempsey goes to the top rope.
Dempsey into the cover here, and a kick out by Itami.
I mean, I don't know another 300-pounder, certainly not at NXT, that hits a headbutt off the top rope. That's the type of athlete Bull Dempsey is, a special kind of talent.
Still to come here on NXT, we'll see the #1 contender to the NXT title, Finn Balor, in our main event, along with a great matchup of two divas that starred in the Fatal 4-Way at NXT TakeOver Rival, Bayley versus Becky Lynch.
And how great, Corey, did Bayley look that night? I mean, we're seeing a whole new Bayley now down here at NXT, somebody that's not starstruck anymore, somebody that's really come into her own.
Itami looking for a little bit of space here, and Hideo, Corey trying to chop down the big man.
It's like chopping down a redwood tree.
Oh! Yeah,
it's like running into a redwood
except the
tree.
redwood fights back. Here's the cover, and another kick out.
I mean, if you're a fan of WWE, you're a fan of NXT, how can you not like a guy like Bull Dempsey? I mean, he's just gonna hit you in the mouth.
I mean, I don't know if Bull Dempsey's own mother likes him, but he's definitely impressive to watch.
Bull Dempsey always out to prove he's the biggest, baddest superstar in the yard here on NXT. Could get a very valuable win if he knocked off Hideo.
You're absolutely right. He could get himself right back on the track after that loss to Baron Corbin. A win over Itami would put him pretty much back where he was.
Look at Itami go.
Precision striking by Itami we've seen so many times.
Shot to the midsection of Dempsey. Oh, drop kick in the corner.
Itami's fired up.
Hideo Itami, oh, and the flying drop kick from Itami, the cover on Dempsey, and Hideo is on a roll here on NXT.
Here is your winner, Hideo Itami.
Boy, Hideo Itami extremely impressive at NXT TakeOver Rival against Tyler Breeze, and shows the exact same ability here tonight.
And Triple H has deemed him his golden boy, or one of them, here at NXT. He certainly had a lot to prove, and he continues to prove it tonight, except look at the power of Bull Dempsey almost sneaking out of here with a win.
Now look at this. This is Hideo Itami down the stretch here. The hesitation drop kick in the corner, Corey. This is what Hideo Itami can do. So dangerous, and the precision. You talked about this, Corey, with a drop kick.
I don't care how big you are, a well-placed kick to the face will turn the lights out.
That's surgical what he did. perfect.
Alex, you're fired up tonight.
I'm fired up tonight. Big night here at NXT. I'm always fired up, Tom. I'm the amped up Alex Riley.
You always say I'm Alex Riley. Oh my God!
Where did Breeze come from?
Is he trying to take a selfie of Hideo laying lifeless on the stage?
He wants to
I
commemorate
mean, he
a
brought the
moment.
same selfie. Oh! Breeze is in trouble. Here comes Tommy. Some unfinished business from TakeOver Rival.
That could have been the world's nastiest photo bomb right there by Tommy.
Oh! Why not use the selfie stick? I don't.
Is that what that was? I have no clue what even that was.
And Tyler Breeze
getting out of Dodge. Looking at Tommy, he is fired up. He's had enough, Tyler Breeze.
Well, speaking of unfinished business, at NXT TakeOver Rival, we saw a new NXT Women's Champion crowned. We can tell you that we learned earlier today, next week here on NXT, Sasha Banks will defend the NXT Women's Championship in a rematch against the former champion Charlotte.
But before that, tonight, the other two competitors in that historic Fatal 4-Way at TakeOver will do battle as Becky Lynch squares off with Bayley tonight.
And last week, how about on NXT, we got to see the return of Rhino to WWE. Well, tonight we've got another surprise return. Check this out. The #1 contender to the NXT Championship, Finn Balor, takes on the Brian Kendrick. That's our main event tonight.
The Shield standing tall.
Our chemistry was immediate, but I think what really set us apart is our brotherhood.
Oh my God! Why in the world would Seth Rollins do this?
In this business, timing is everything.
I'm not scared to do what I've done my entire life. Put my head down, throw punches, and move forward.
Everything's at stake. My whole career's at stake.
There can only be one very best, and I'm gonna win that title, and I want it.
He's in my way, so he's gotta go.
Let's see who can get to the top the fastest.
Welcome back to NXT here, ladies and gentlemen, with Alex Riley and Corey Graves. I'm Tom Phillips. Last week, we had the pleasure of seeing the man-beast Rhino here in the NXT arena, and tonight in our main event, Finn Balor faces off a scrapper, a scavenger. Take a look right now at the Brian Kendrick.
There's a fine line between genius and insanity. But if you know how to walk that line, no one can stand in your way.
I'm a man with a plan.
We all know that knowledge is power. This must mean that I am the most powerful man in the WWE today.
Very opportunistic young man. Very talented. Is Brian Kendrick.
It's not Brian Kendrick. It's the Brian Kendrick.
What now, huh?
So listen up now, the general masses. You ain't gonna learn it in your high school classes, 'cause it ain't written down. And you know that it's true. There's a lot of famous people in the style of the new west. They're only as good as their last night. Damn, you guarantee. Get out of here.
You gotta worry about the Brian Kendrick right now.
I'm a man with a plan.
Brian Kendrick versus Well, guys, we're still feeling the effects of NXT TakeOver Rival from roughly 2 weeks ago. Sin Cara and Kalisto getting ready for action here, but Corey, it was at TakeOver Rival. Blake and Murphy defending the NXT Tag Team titles against the Lucha Dragons.
It was a high-flying, hard-hitting battle, but if there were any doubters left about Blake and Murphy after Rival, they proved them wrong.
Yeah, the Lucha Dragons, Alex, really threw everything they can at Blake and Murphy, but we still have Blake and Murphy as our tag team champions.
Yeah, I mean, how could you not be impressed? I mean, really rookies here at NXT putting on that type of showing at a live event special under a pressure situation. Absolutely fantastic. Sky's the limit for those two.
Last week wasn't an introduction. It was a statement. Because I'm here on a mission. That mission ain't gonna be complete until I'm NXT champion. You've been warned.
Jason Jordan and Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, Alex, you said sky's the limit. How about sky's the limit for these two superstars, Dillinger and Jordan, two top-tier talents here on NXT.
I was gonna say, can you say blue chips? That's what we call that in college when you recruit the highest form of athlete and you get him. He's a blue chip talent, and that's exactly what you get at a Ty and Jordan.
Yeah, but you can have all the potential in the world, but until you start producing, until you start stacking up wins, it doesn't matter what potential you have.
And now our NXT Tag Team Champions, Blake and Murphy, many will say, came out of nowhere, really surprised the NXT Universe. Well, Alex, that's really inspired teams like Jordan and Dillinger.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like a Rocky Balboa movie. All you want is a shot with the champ. If you got two fists and a good heartbeat, you got a chance to win. And Blake and Murphy prove that every single day here at NXT.
Jason Jordan runs about 245 pounds. Kalisto now legal in for the Lucha Dragons.
Jordan's quick, celebrated collegiate wrestler. You're right, he's blue chip. He's got all the potential in the world. Looks like he's put on a few pounds. He's gotten bigger since last time I saw him.
Look at this. Look at the aggression. Ruthless.
Look at this. Absolutely manhandling Kalisto. Shoots the half into the cover here. Hook to the leg on Kalisto and a kick out.
I wonder if Triple H gave Jason Jordan like a full scholarship here at NXT, or like a full package or something. Yeah, I mean, this guy is a whole different type of talent here.
Ty Dillinger mocking Sin Cara in the corner, now into the cover, and Kalisto kicks out before a count. Corey, what do you like about Ty Dillinger in the ring?
Ty Dillinger is incredibly skilled. He's very proficient. He doesn't waste a lot of movement. For some reason, he hasn't been able to get things going here, but once he does, I feel like he's going to be around for a long time.
Tag made. Back in comes Sin Cara for the Lucha Dragons.
Look at this team.
Oh! The senton off of the wheelbarrow throw there into the cover and a kick out.
Ty Dillinger's been in there way too long. He needs to make a tag to Jordan quick.
And the Lucha Dragons making a quick work here of Ty Dillinger, taking a lot of punishment. Sin Cara, the tag here to Kalisto. Oh, great double team move into the cover here on Dillinger and a kick out.
Every single day, and again, you said sky's the limit when you opened this segment. I really, truly believe the sky's the limit for those two men.
Two elite athletes in Dillinger and Jordan. Kalisto in control, however, right now. Kalisto's been in the tag team title picture since NXT TakeOver in May. Jordan looked like he was trying to communicate a tag there to Dillinger. Now the senton here from Sin Cara off the tag, the cover, and a kick out.
Jordan wants a tag in. He's the fresh guy. Dillinger, I don't know if he's as in control as he thinks he is. Did Dillinger just tell Jordan to relax?
Oh! Sin Cara with a drop kick. There's the tag, Kalisto. Ty Dillinger trying to rally here. Oh, off the ropes.
This is where Kalisto's at his most dangerous once he gets this momentum rolling.
The Lucha Dragons trying to turn things around here. Dillinger's been in the...
What's Jordan doing? Where's he going?
Kalisto looking to capitalize here. Oh! Salida del Sol from Kalisto. Tag to Sin Cara. Dillinger's been left here on his own by Jordan, and there's the senton. Sin Cara into the cover. I mean, it might as well have been 2-on-1 down the stretch.
Here are your winners, the Lucha Dragons.
It looked to me like Jason Jordan just had enough. He was trying, he was dominating when he was in the ring. He just wanted back in, and Dillinger was doing his own thing. You gotta be on the same page or you're never gonna get past the Lucha Dragons.
Yeah, and Corey, you're a former tag team champion here in NXT. You know better than anybody, and this is just simply a miscommunication, or just maybe egos, frustration, all boiling over, and the most important thing in tag team contests is to be a team, Tom.
And we saw multiple times in this matchup that Jason Jordan wanted into the matchup and some miscommunication. Ty Dillinger telling Jordan to relax at some point in the match, and then Sin Cara and Kalisto would take advantage.
You know, you guys keep using the word miscommunication, but Jason Jordan made an emphatic statement at the end. He walked away from his partner. Well, there's no miscommunication there.
Well, they weren't seeming to communicate verbally. They couldn't seem to get it across. Nonetheless, the Lucha Dragons with a victory here on NXT.
Excuse me, Finn, do you have just a second, man?
Yeah, go ahead, Greg.
Well, first of all, congratulations on winning that #1 Contenders tournament. I guess I just want to know where you are right now mentally in preparing for a guy like Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens? Greg, I'll deal with Kevin Owens in due time. Tonight, I've got a match with Brian Kendrick. He's a former WWE Tag Team Champion. And that's something I cannot look past. So if you don't mind, I've got a match to prepare for.
This Sunday, Natty and TJ are back together.
Things have been so much better between us. I just love you so much.
But when TJ claims the spotlight,
I want TJ to feel good about himself. This would be a perfect opportunity to have all eyes on him.
Natty can't see straight.
I'm about to lose it right now. Shut this party down.
Total Divas, brand new this Sunday at 9, only on E!
Getting you. You can take a swing at my ego. You can make a run for my crown. Even if your stare makes me nervous, you ain't gonna take us down. There'll be no need for crying, like the phoenix we will rise.
Shut up, I'm not going anywhere. Not until Jason Jordan gets back out here and explains to me why he left me high and dry. I don't care whose match is next. I'll fight that man, I'll whoop that man. He can't even lace my boots. Jordan, get back out here now.
Oh, no.
I've got a feeling Dillinger might be regretting the words that just came out of his mouth.
Baron Corbin has been running roughshod through NXT for months, and he did so at NXT TakeOver Rival 2 weeks ago in a no disqualification match.
Tom, you would know nothing about this, but you have got to be one tough dude to get through Bull Dempsey in a no disqualification match, and that is exactly what you're seeing on your television screen right here. The sheer presence of Baron Corbin is absolutely remarkable.
Corey, Ty Dillinger here is still grappling with what happened just moments ago in tag team action. Jason Jordan abandoning him. Now he's running into the buzzsaw, and it's Baron Corbin. Uh-oh.
End of days.
Wow, that did not take long at all. Into the cover here on Ty, and that'll do it.
Here is your winner, Baron Corbin.
Was that 15 seconds?
I wasn't looking at my watch, but the fact remains, NXT, all hail the big bad wolf, Baron Corbin.
Alex, obviously, Ty Dillinger and Jason Jordan have some issues to work out on their own, but talk about the issues here. End of days.
That's just the end of the match. Anytime an NXT superstar gets hooked up in that. And again, Baron Corbin, so dangerous, has all the tools to one day become an NXT champion.
The simple thing about Baron Corbin, he is a threat to all of NXT.
Charlotte, how do you feel heading into next week's championship rematch against Sasha Banks?
Look, I'm not trying to take anything away from Sasha Banks, but she's never beaten me one-on-one. Nothing is guaranteed in life. But what is the title's coming back to where it belongs.
Charlotte sounding supremely confident going into next week. But coming up next here on NXT, two divas that face each other at Rival. Bayley versus Becky Lynch is next.
Hideo Itami, did you really think that you got one over on me? Because I don't really see it that way. I think of it more like you fell right into my trap. And soon enough, you're gonna be squished in it like the little cockroach that you are.
Wow, very strong words from Prince Pretty to Hideo Itami. But speaking of strong words, next week here on NXT, we'll finally hear from former NXT champion Sami Zayn as he addresses the NXT universe for the first time since TakeOver Rival and his heartbreaking loss to Kevin Owens. And as we heard last week from WWE's chief ringside physician, Sami Zayn was medically cleared to take part in WWE's recent tour of Abu Dhabi with several media appearances, some fun outside activities, and of course, entertaining the WWE Universe live inside the ring.
We just had fun. We saw Sami Zayn, our favorite superstar.
Sami Zayn's visit to Abu Dhabi had to be an experience he will cherish and remember forever.
The very huggable Bayley, what a performance at NXT TakeOver Rival.
She was anything but huggable at Rival. We saw a side of Bayley I don't think we knew existed. She made a believer out of me.
The following contest is a Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from San Jose, California, it's Bayley.
Oh, she was certainly impressive. Alex, you and I were sitting next to each other when we were watching the Bayley to belly off of the top turnbuckle to Charlotte. You thought it was over right there.
I jumped up out of my chair. I said, new champ in the women's division here at NXT. I thought it was going to be Bayley, but I'll tell you this. In my opinion, it's only a matter of time for that girl right there. Unbelievable job.
Guys, I'll be the first to say I am not a fan of Becky Lynch, the person, but her performance at TakeOver was impressive.
Extremely impressive. I mean, the one word I took away was power. Suplexes, belly to bellies, German suplex. Well, you'd call them an Irish suplex, right?
That's right, she's Irish. It's an Irish suplex.
Fisherman suplex. She was launching divas all over the ring, Corey.
I mean, you can't argue with the power. She displayed it. She said she was setting out with a mission. She wants to be NXT Women's Champion, and I can't say that I don't believe it'll happen someday.
Yeah, and we don't know, maybe she did help Sasha become the new Women's Champion here at NXT. It certainly didn't hurt having her in the ring.
NXT Universe firmly behind Bayley. There's no doubt about that.
So here we go, Bayley versus Becky Lynch, a little bit of a rematch from one half of the Fatal 4-Way we saw 2 weeks ago. We know that next week it'll be Charlotte versus Sasha Banks in the first time ever, here's a cover, first time ever here on NXT, the main event, the NXT Women's title will be defended. Becky Lynch, driven to the mat by Bayley.
And Corey, you've been around the WWE for a long time. So have I. We've seen a lot of wrestling in our day. How good is the women's division down here? It's absolutely incredible.
It's unbelievable. Every opportunity they get, these women redefine their division.
NXT Universe sounds a little bit split, as a matter of fact. And the pump handle suplex.
I think she called that the Bexplex.
Cover here and a kick out.
She has clever, so she says, nicknames for everything. It drives me
now
nuts.
we got a Hugplex and a Bexplex.
Guys, it was earlier tonight, Sasha Banks approaching Becky Lynch backstage saying, quote, "I'd like to invest in a little insurance policy. You watch my back, I'll watch yours." What do you think about that, Corey?
I mean, I don't trust Becky Lynch. She has no loyalty. She's never shown it in the past. It's a smart
Sasha
plan
Banks.
by the boss.
Sasha Banks,
was the one who was requesting the insurance policy. Becky Lynch.
I know who requested it. I don't trust Becky Lynch.
Cover, hook to the leg here on Bayley. Bayley out at 2.
It's a smart business strategy. The boss was investing in her future.
And folks, don't forget to join your favorite NXT superstars and divas for the WWE Experience at the Arnold Sports Festival, March 7th and 8th. Tickets are available now. Go to WWE.com for more information.
Corey, do you really think that Becky Lynch will be so naive as to think that Sasha Banks just wants a, quote, insurance policy? She's just using Becky Lynch.
I have no idea what goes through the mind of Becky Lynch. I choose not to speculate. Her brains are scrambled. All she does is headbang.
Bayley, an uppercut right on the jaw of Bayley. Bayley, trying to catch Becky Lynch off balance here on the apron. Face first. Boy, Bayley has completely changed right before our eyes, Alex.
What a unique maneuver by Bayley.
The greatest part, Tom, of NXT is you see superstars evolve. They grow, they mature, and that's what we saw at a Bayley at NXT Rival. A different talent here.
William Regal said it last week to kick off NXT. It's a new era here in NXT. Becky Lynch got caught here by Bayley. Listen to Bayley. Look at the aggression from Bayley, taking it to Lynch.
You gotta wonder, did Bayley like the feeling, that new aggression?
I think she does.
I think she just answered your question, Corey.
Bayley starting to feel it, shoulder into the midsection. This could be a pivotal win here for Bayley. Multiple meetings between these two divas, tightening the hairband into the corner. Becky Lynch getting put up here on the top rope by Bayley. This could be dangerous. Look at that.
Bayley's arm caught the top rope.
Left shoulder there of Bayley going off the top rope here. Becky Lynch trying to capitalize on the opening.
Great ring awareness by Bayley.
But is his shoulder too injured here right now? Here's the cover, hook to the leg and a kick out. And you can see Bayley favoring the left shoulder.
It's gonna be hard to beat Becky Lynch with one arm.
Bayley looking for Bayley to belly.
Whoa, what is this?
How smart is Becky Lynch, the submission specialist, wrenching at the shoulder of Bayley, center of the ring.
Look at the arm. Look at the arm.
And Bayley's got no choice, has to tap out.
Ref needs to get that off. That'll break your arm.
Here is your winner by submission, Becky Lynch.
I mean, guys, you got to give credit to Bayley here, really bringing it against Becky Lynch, but Becky taking advantage of perhaps an injury here to Bayley. And Corey, you were a submission specialist in your day. How impressive was that?
She was bending Bayley's arm the wrong way. Let's take another look at this. The arm is not meant to bend that way. Becky Lynch obviously studies the human anatomy. Look how painful that is to watch, hyperextending the elbow.
And
And you can tell, Corey, right there, that Bayley's arm truly was hyperextended in that position. That's an arm bar. You know it as well as I do. And can't get out of it. It's a done deal.
Becky Lynch picks up the victory tonight on NXT.
Rhino, people are absolutely shocked that you showed up at NXT. Tell us, why are you here?
Shocked? Why am I here? Everywhere I go, I hear about NXT. I hear NXT this, NXT that. So I tuned in. And what did I see when I looked at the superstars? I seen the intensity in their eyes. I seen the fire and the drive that they have to be the best. And then I looked at myself in the mirror, and what did I see? I seen the same intensity that I've always had. I've seen the same, and I felt the fire that I've always had. So if you want to make a statement, you go to a place like NXT. And I'm here to climb to the top. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to do that by ripping people in half with a gore.
Rhino is all sorts of fired up after making his return to WWE last week right here on NXT. But another return here tonight. Up next, Finn Balor versus the Brian Kendrick.
The challenge is on. WWE and We Give Books are teaming up to encourage kids across the country to read with the WrestleMania Reading Challenge. A one-of-a-kind event where students ages 4 through 18 can participate online and enter to win fantastic WWE prizes, including a trip for two to WrestleMania 31 in Santa Clara or a WWE Championship title.
Take the challenge and read your way to WrestleMania.
Don't wait. Visit WWEReadingSuperstar.com to learn more and register today.
Excuse me, Jason. Excuse me, Jason, I just want to ask you a question. Jason, you just walked out on your tag team partner, Ty Dillinger. What was that all about out there?
I did what I did. As far as an explanation, I'll give you one when I'm ready.
Welcome back here to NXT, ladies and gentlemen. Our main event just moments away, Finn Balor versus Brian Kendrick. And joining us here on commentary, the new NXT champion, Kevin Owens. Kevin, welcome.
Thanks. Congratulations, champ.
Thanks, Alex.
Hey, great job at TakeOver.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Venice, California, weighing 170 pounds, the Brian Kendrick.
Well, earlier tonight we talked about established superstars returning into NXT. Last week, Rhino. Corey, this week, the Brian Kendrick.
Absolutely, it is so good to see the post-apocalyptic scavenger himself.
The what?
That's right.
What is that?
You don't know, ask Brian Kendrick, he'll tell you.
All I know is he is one half of the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions in history.
And he's here at Full Sail University.
This is awesome.
You can't miss this stuff.
Opponent from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor winning the #1 contendership to the NXT champion Kevin Owens 2 weeks ago at NXT TakeOver Rival.
And Corey, what a performance out of Finn Balor, Adrian Neville. I mean, I was watching that match with Tom backstage, and I was thinking match of the year in 2015. I mean, that was one of the most unbelievable matches I have seen.
You're absolutely right. You have to see it to believe it. These two guys left everything in the ring
You mean
an opportunity.
Match of the year until Kevin Owens came out and won the NXT title. That is where you were going with that.
That could be argued. That could be argued. I mean,
I don't think it's much an argument. But
we haven't seen a performance like that maybe ever.
Finn Balor, a date with Kevin Owens to be determined to challenge for the NXT Championship.
Anytime he wants, I'll be there.
Well, Finn Balor's been very vocal, saying last week, any place, anytime, anywhere. Says he also has a very high opinion of himself.
Yeah, and Kevin, you don't mind, I got to ask you a couple questions here. You're the champ. What's your opinion of Finn Balor?
Well, obviously, he's an extremely talented in-ring competitor. I think a blind person could see that, and I have a lot of respect for him, which, you know, some people might argue I don't have respect for anybody, but that's not accurate. But, you know, just like Sami Zayn, just like Adrian Neville, he will fall to me.
Good answer, huh?
Pretty good.
Well, Finn Balor has said over the last 2 weeks, quote, Kevin Owens is a strange and unorthodox competitor. What better way to prepare potentially for Kevin Owens than by facing a strange and unorthodox competitor in the Brian Kendrick, Corey?
You're absolutely right. It doesn't get much more unorthodox or strange than Brian Kendrick. But let's
Can
not look past Brian Kendrick.
Please explain how am I strange? I'm just a man trying to, you know, do right by his family. Can you elaborate on the strange
Those
part?
were just the words of Finn Balor.
Oh, they're not your words. They're Finn Balor.
No, Finn Balor said that last week about you.
That's a nice cop-out.
And, you know, Kevin, speaking of family, you had your son in the crowd.
Yeah.
And he witnessed you winning the NXT Championship, and you actually tweeted out a picture of your daughter holding the title. I mean, tell us, how does that feel as a new NXT champion to share that with your family?
Well, more than anything, it feels, I feel vindicated, you know, because I put them through a lot in the last 14 years. My wife, you know, my parents and my kids to get here. And now that I am here and I have this, the NXT title, I could show them that it was all for good, for a good thing.
Better Christmases now, huh?
Better things are
coming.
coming.
Look at this. Brian Kendrick may have tweaked his ankle there in that move with Finn Balor.
What's Finn doing right now? Why is he not?
He's giving him his space.
Why? What's the upside of that?
It's an athletic contest. There's obviously no malice between these two.
It's not about malice. It's about winning. See,
whoa, wait a minute, Kendrick.
See, this is
cover here on Balor and a kick out.
If he had capitalized on that, on the gift, that was a gift, by the way, that wouldn't be happening right now.
Let's take a look back at
that.
That
was a gift, and he missed out on it.
That gift that you said here, Kevin.
That's why he'll never beat me. That's why he'll never be NXT champion.
Watch this.
Just for that.
Brian Kendrick trying to flip into the ring and may have tweaked his ankle here, but taking it to Finn Balor.
What a waste.
And Kev, you know, absolutely no disrespect, but you know, there were moments at NXT Rival where you absolutely showed zero remorse for a guy that, you know, you grew up with, for a guy that was your friend for 14 years that traveled the road with you. You had no remorse for him.
No, there's no room for remorse in that ring. There's no room there's no room for remorse. No room for compassion. I'm the NXT champion. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I didn't show compassion or remorse.
Okay.
See, you don't understand that, Alex, because you are not a champion. You never were a champion, and I am. So I guess that's the difference.
You know, Kev, I agree. I was never a champion here at NXT.
Nope.
But I'm a man. And as a man, I wouldn't have done that to my friend.
Kendrick into the cover here on Balor and a kick out.
Tom, just think of what a victory here.
Brian Kendrick just taking it to Finn Balor here in this matchup here on.
You know what? I think I'm gonna get out of here before I do something I might regret. Thanks, guys.
Way to go, Riley. You made the champ angry.
Just being a journalist, guys. I mean, call it like I see it.
Well, meanwhile, our main event continues here. The Brian Kendrick back here in WWE. The cover and a kick out. Finn Balor versus Kendrick. What a match we've got here on the WWE Network.
Guys, I didn't mean to insult him.
If you've got it,
Sasha Banks, the champion.
flaunt it.
I'm the baddest diva in NXT.
If you want it,
Charlotte, the challenger.
take it.
To be the woman, you have to beat the woman. Nothing's gonna stop me. I'm better than Charlotte.
Sasha Banks defends her NXT Women's Championship for the first time against Charlotte. Will glory be retained?
I'm gonna win like a boss.
Or reclaimed?
So you can only expect one thing, me winning the NXT Women's title.
NXT, next Wednesday on WWE Network.
Welcome back here to NXT, our main event. The Brian Kendrick is here on NXT, facing the #1 contender to the NXT champion, Kevin Owens, and that's Finn Balor.
What a match it's been. What would a victory over Finn Balor mean for Brian Kendrick? Obviously, it would revitalize his career, but does that make him the #1 contender?
Maybe.
You have to put himself right in the conversation.
I mean, last week we had the pleasure of seeing the man-beast Rhino hit a gore on Elias Sampson. And this is a place that we've seen multiple superstars come to rejuvenate their careers.
And that's what you have to love about NXT. Anybody could show up at any time, and you can see an unbelievable performance.
I've definitely been impressed thus far with Brian Kendrick.
Balor into the cover here on Kendrick. The cover and a kick out. Finn Balor, what a performance at NXT TakeOver Rival, defeating Adrian Neville in the finals of the #1 Contenders Tournament.
And Corey, I'm gonna ask a very poignant question, and I know it's very early in 2015, but is that match of the year? I mean, to me, that's my front runner right now.
It's definitely absolutely in the conversation.
Second rope here, Kendrick with a tornado DDT. Cover here, shoulders down on Balor. Balor kicks out. Corey, what is about Brian Kendrick that makes him so special?
You never know what is going through Brian Kendrick's mind. Sometimes I wonder if he knows what's
Yeah,
going
I was
through
gonna
his mind.
say that.
I mean, the guy, I mean, he's from a different planet. He's out of his mind, but take a look at this tornado DDT. The guy is so dangerous. He comes at you from all angles. He can do it on the ground. He can do it through the air, as we're about to see. Finn Balor's in trouble.
Oh, drop kick from the top rope. Kendrick starting to feel it here against Finn Balor. This could really derail Balor.
Oh, wow.
Man.
What a
That could be it.
Spiked on the back of his head. Here's the cover, and Balor's still in this.
Great resilience shown by Balor, but what a suplex. Double arm hook. They call that a tiger suplex.
Take another look back here at this, the tiger suplex, as you call it, Corey, all on the head and neck of Finn, but somehow the Enigma Balor hanging around in this match.
And for some guys, it's just like riding a bike. They never forget. They feel so comfortable in the ring always, and that's what you're seeing out of Brian Kendrick right now,
Corey,
a true veteran.
What is it you called Brian Kendrick, the post-apocalyptic scavenger?
Yeah, I didn't call him that.
Did you make that up, or was that him?
What do you mean by that, though?
The first time I met him, he said, hi.
Oh, wait a minute, looking for the Kendrick. Oh, and a big clothesline by Finn.
He said, hi, nice to meet you. I'm the Brian Kendrick, post-apocalyptic scavenger.
How can you not like that guy?
Always a scrappy competitor in his days in WWE. Thrilling the NXT arena here at Full Sail University. Finn Balor trying to rally here in our main event on the WWE Network, and the Sling Blade connects. Look at this, Balor going to that dark place in his mind, perhaps. Figuring out what he's got to do to take out Kendrick.
What a drop kick.
Finn Balor got the NXT Universe behind him, going up top.
We've seen this before, Tommy!
Coup de grace! Right into the chest of Brian Kendrick, and Finn Balor has beaten the Brian Kendrick.
What a match.
Here is your winner, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor showing once again why he's the #1 contender, but you got to take your hat off to Brian Kendrick. What a performance.
Let's take it back here in this matchup, our main event. Brian Kendrick, look at this. We thought it was done right here. Finn Balor could have been knocked unconscious, Corey, but still hung around in this match.
It's the resilience we've seen time and time again. Here you see the Sling Blade. One of the signature moves of Finn Balor.
And Finn Balor is going to need this kind of resilience. Oh, the #1 contender to the NXT title. His future matchup against Kevin Owens. He's going to need everything he's got, including the coup de grace, Alex.
I mean, that is the only way to describe that is spectacular. The same way you describe that man right there, Finn Balor #1 contender, baby. We got big things ahead of us.
He's earned it. I can't wait.
The NXT champion, Kevin Owens.
Got here to send a message to Finn Balor.